Hey everybody, welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Dune by Modivius Entertainment. I am the Game Master, Johannanon.
Co-host Casualty CDG, but you can call me Gary. I'm a retired child crimes and human trafficking detective turned tabletop titan and improv comedian. Tonight, since we're playing Dune, that means I'll be playing the part of General Ezek Malakar.
I am AD Springer, also known as Corbidian. I'm a tabletop role-playing game GM and streamer. Also do some video game streams as well. I am playing the part of Kesty York, a Spacing Guild envoy of House Masarrah.
You might have noticed a lack of people from our last couple streams here. So Calder, for personal reasons that I don't want to get into, it's his business, has had to leave our cast, which we're sad to see them go. We wish them all the best. And then
when you say personal business, it sounds so mysterious. I think we can say it's a family medical emergency.
Yeah.
And we're sorry to see Calder go, and Calder.
We wish him all the best. Yeah.
Correct.
And then Thomas will be by.
I'm still looking for Thomas. Also, don't forget, we're still not missing Laura. Laura agreed to start in week 3. We're in week 2 now. So we're looking forward to her character joining us in the adventure.
Absolutely. So where we last saw House Masarrah, you guys were deep in there's a festival going on your home moon of Ivix, a grand festival. Your house is well known for its pageantry and its shows, its theater, and its festivals. So you guys have been putting on a festival to welcome certain VIPs from around the galaxy, while you guys help facilitate talks between the Spacing Guild and House Atreides. This place was picked because your major house, Ix, or Vernius on Ix, rather, creates all the starliners for the Spacing Guild. And so they have a working relationship with them, and they're, more neutral at least than, certain other places. And they are friends of the Atreides. So they have a foot on both parties' pots there. During all this, a body was discovered, and a plot of God knows what was unveiled. You guys still aren't sure of what's going on exactly, but you took it upon yourselves to sequester the heir of House Vernius in one of your suites. It is here. The play is still going on, by the way, but it is here that we pick up with our War Master in this suite.
So who do you expect would want to kill you
here? I would expect no one here to want to kill me. Everyone here is supposedly an ally.
Yes, I get it. We're all allies, and there's no deceit amongst us, right? No bad blood amongst all the house allies. You can speak freely with me. There's something on your life.
I'm telling you the truth. I know not of anyone who is supposed to be here that would wish me ill. It must be an interloper from elsewhere.
All heirs to all homes are always targets, my friend. Keep your secrets close if you choose.
Quite right. He'll sit down on one of the plush chairs.
I think it's of the utmost importance we get the man who was puking earlier tonight.
Orlov.
We should send guards, scout the area, and see if we can get hands on him, or at least eyes. I'll send message to my guards to go out and search the grounds.
They'll hop to, and they'll head on. How many do you send?
One to tell the rest.
So you're sending one of your elite guards
to
tell the rest of the house guards.
Correct.
Cool. All right. So so now you have 4 elite guards with you. One of them will pop off to go inform people.
When you find him, do not make a scene. Detain him quietly. And wait for an opportunity if you must.
He'll turn around at the door when you're saying this to him, and then he'll nod and run off. Very obedient. He will disappear.
Just a reminder, those guards are they're the Crimson Marines. I think that's what I called them. Yes, the Crimson Marines. So they're wearing full blood red outfits with a blood red helmet, blood red armor, red greaves, red boots, and they have silver spears. that almost glisten and shine, almost like a sparkly silver.
Yeah, absolutely.
Glitter in the paint.
So
And the
yours
other
are the silver ones. The house guards are the crimson ones. No, yours
Mine
are
are
the
the-
crimson. My bad.
Correct. Mine are
Right.
crimson. And then the house guards have the exact opposite. They're in all silver with red, with crimson spears.
Okay. So yeah, your crimson guard shoots off to go tell the silvers to find Orloff, as you suspect him
the
of foul
Crimson
play.
Guard is crimson.
Yeah, absolutely. And then here we go. Here's Thomas Avenger.
Hello, everyone. I'm sorry. I had to tuck the kiddos in. It took a bit longer this evening. Am I too loud?
You're about right. But yeah,
I'm so
there he
sorry.
is. No, you're okay.
Hey, it's no problem. I was actually just saying that it's unlike you. You're not a guy who's late, so it's we were concerned.
Yeah, we thought like you were.
I,
Han was like, "Oh no, what happened?" And I was like, "He must have been exhausted this week and just passed the fuck out because having 2 kids and working a job and going to baseball and running D&D club will do that to you."
yeah,
But we're glad. We're glad that you made it and you're alive and you're okay.
I'm here, y'all. I'm here.
Just in time too, because your character is. No, I'm just kidding.
He's about to jump off the ledge.
Look at me, I can fly. All for you, Damien. All for you.
He failed a con save, which triggered his insta death. Ah, damn it!
That only happens in Savage Worlds.
I'm aware.
God, that was funny. So yes, War Master, you have sent out your man to go warn your other soldiers. Corbinian.
Y'all.
What's your character's name again?
Kesty York.
Kesty York. Yes. What is Kesty doing? As you have now approached the room, one of the Crimson Guards shoots on past you. He gives you a glance, but not a very significant one.
I give a slightly respectful nod, but the same nod I give anyone, really. And step into the room.
You step into this very lavish room with elaborate mosaic. The room itself has a fountain that you can bathe in, a balcony, very fine silk curtains, very colorful. Everything, it's built for comfort. It's a very open room, and it smells of citrus and exotic spices. And you see the War Master and the Spy Master talking while the heir sits on one of these plush chairs.
The play continues, and all is alright, except for recent events, I presume.
I've recently asked him to get hands on Orloff. I believe he may have something to do with this.
Have we perchance had a chance to examine the first victim?
I have not. I acted quickly for security once the body was down.
As
I
did I
believe
have
the
more
body has
damage
been sent to
control.
our house surgeon.
Caster will chime in. Yes, I have taken it upon myself to, shall we say, speak with the deceased. He'll say, kind of mysteriously.
It's true. I saw him do it.
Oh yeah, and Thomas, we have some good news. We were discussing the technology of Dune after the stream the other night, and you can have cameras. There is a surveillance system here, and I'm okay with that being a part of.
Yeah. I just wouldn't
I
brag
mean,
about it
so-
to the nobility, is all I would caution.
And now you have to worry because if you have cameras, then they can have cameras.
Psh, not in our little base, man.
No, not in our base, but just now they exist in the world.
Just then, you see an enemy camera.
The proverbial they.
Surveillance system here, and I'm okay with it.
Whoops.
Is that what I sound like? No. All right.
Every time.
Excellent. I like my voice a little more every time, but I still hate it. So,
I hate it too. It's like fingernails on a fucking chalkboard.
nah, I'm not gonna do it.
I think I sound all right, and then.
Yeah, that's that Arkansas coming out on mom's side.
Oh no.
So yes, you guys are here. Nothing much is happening. The play goes on as you sit here awaiting news from the Crimson Guard.
Can I run back my spy cams at this point and see what I can see?
Yeah, you can look around.
Do some scrubbing.
So you have some of the corridors. Yeah, you have some of the corridors monitored. You will have to conduct this from your office, though.
It's okay.
Okay, so the spy master leaves.
With permission, I would like to stand in the examination of the surgeon of the body and examine if there is the arts of Canly involved, or if this is just merely a personal affair.
Yeah, so if you want to see the body, Caster can arrange that. So you also leave.
On my way back to my control room, I'm going to go back to that first area where we were having that general soiree, and I bribed the waiters to give me the juiciest gossip for the biggest amount of money, and I'm going to see if they have anything to chime in on with that.
I will get back to you on that. Let me think about it. Let me think what they overheard. But yes, so we'll switch over to Corbinian, to York. You will go down the stairs with Caster. Caster will take you. And they'll take you through a back room in one of the guest suites. They'll open up the wall, and it'll lead into some of these tunnels, previously teased as the sex tunnels. And eventually... eventually you'll arrive at what you'll recognize as Caster's room, at which point they will open up another door that will lead into kind of the biggest chamber, but you can see there is this horrific looking robotic drone creature that's all tentacles and needles and horror. And there is a body sitting near it on a slab with its head partially peeled open. There it is. Meme quarter.
Oh no, I misclicked. I was trying to...
Okay. Yeah, but he'll...
Look what I got.
There it is.
York rubs his forehead for a second, suppressing a headache and also trying not to be sick, because, yeah, he's been with this house. Kenley is a thing. People die, but, this is a little...
This is fucked up, yeah.
Yeah.
You
this
recognize
is the sort of stuff
kind of what's going on. You recognize it as an Ixian probe. Things like that are known around Ix, obviously. And you know what it does.
Right. So before the head was removed from the cadaver, was the, I'm like actively not looking at the body and talking.
He'll point and be like, only the top.
You may wish to examine the rest of the body to determine type of death. We need to determine if this is thuggery or Canly.
It's then that Meekin will slide in behind the two of you. The body, yes, we could check it. I was more interested to speak to the contents there within while they were fresh. But yes, would you like me to examine the body?
Oh, yes, please.
They'll put on, they'll go to a table and they'll put on this, gross glove that looks like it belongs to Freddy Krueger. And then they'll put on, a rubber glove on the other hand, and they'll start the wet sucking sounds and the slicing, and a little bit of blood spurter will happen. A little bit of that as he's, reaching in them guts. I guess I should probably roll to see how they do. Interesting. Doesn't seem no signs of a fight. Whoever it was must have gotten in close. Either somebody they knew or somebody who's good at earning trust.
1, 2, 3, got it.
Do you see a is it the slow blade, a poison needle, blunt force trauma?
He'll like pull the stomach out, be like, no signs of. He'll start listing off like several different poisons they would have affected the stomach. And then he'll start going into the mouth, which is really gross because his hands are dirty and the mouth is there. He'll pull back the gums, looking for needle marks and the like, looking for signs of consumed poison. Does not seem to be the case. He'll pull open the eyes and shine some lights in there. No bursted blood vessels. It doesn't seem to have been strangulation either. Whoever killed this person was skilled.
And since there wasn't much commotion from the guard, it means it wasn't a long fight. This person lost very quickly, I would imagine.
I don't think this person fought at all. No blood under the fingernails. No defensive bruising. This person was caught unaware in some form.
Aside from the neck, of course. He raised an eyebrow at him.
Of course.
Frown.
This does confirm your suspicions, one way at least. It does not seem to have been like a scuffle that went wrong. It seems that somebody intentionally murdered the ever-living crap out of this person.
Right. So, well, Surgeon, keep at it. Have a runner come to me. I'm helping with this investigation.
They're gonna roll the body over, and the contents there within will slide onto the floor with a wet. As he starts to examine the back.
I step back a few steps to not dirty my shoes.
Yeah, there's some of the blood will come towards your feet and be intercepted by a drain in the floor. And it
or you could do that. That's fine. Oh.
And then he'll say, "This is interesting."
I frown as it, and I'll come around.
Looks like there's a small incision here between the fifth and fourth vertebrae.
Could you hand me a magnifier, please, as I kind of start kneeling down and staring at the wound?
Yeah, he'll hand you an instrument.
I'll examine it.
And he'll give you a probe, too, if you want to dig around in there.
I am making the attempt to understand if this is a weapon, an assassin's weapon, or an assassin's strike. Like, if it's a very specific version of killing a guy, which it seems that more and more is, but I'm trying to make sure I'm trying to get a measure of the skill level of the assailant.
Okay. Do you have understanding Canley?
Yeah.
Then, yeah, absolutely. What's your motivation? Your drive here? I would say it could be justice. It could be truth.
Be the American way.
I'll go with truth. The chance for justice was lost the minute they took this guy's head off and talked to him. That is a terrible thing to do to somebody.
Caster's just standing in the corner watching all of this very passively. It's a little unsettling.
My strive statement won't apply here because it's not really worth getting. I don't think it would make sense here. we have some momentum left, or to...
Yeah, 2, yeah.
I'll grab one of those for a die.
Yeah, it went down by 1 because it was the end of the session, and then I also lowered the threat by 1 for the same reason. Yeah, go ahead and give me that rolly roll. What the fuck? Oh, okay, I guess you do it. So you have probably, I'd say, 1 too many successes here. So you can bank one of them as momentum.
Totally. I'll bank it for now, unless I have an extra question I want to pry at. But
Gotcha.
The main question, I think, is going to be answered.
It'll make your momentum go back up to 2. Yeah, so you're looking in here. It is definitely a very clear, very precise strike meant to kill instantly. And only a true master would be able to do something like this. So it seems like you're dealing with an assassin. Very much so. There's no doubt in your mind.
But we are the assassins.
Yeah, that's... Can I tell, possibly for a momentum span, because this is an extra question I'm asking off this, can I tell if this is a metal blade or a special stabbing instrument, or if it was improv?
Yeah. It seems to have been, you want to spend a momentum to ask an extra question? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was definitely a weapon of designed to do what it did.
Okay.
A purpose-made tool. Yes.
Surgeon, writing materials, please.
He'll hand you a pen. It has blood on it now.
I give him a look and sigh, and I scribbled out my notes. And I hand him back the knife. Wipe my hand on his smock, because I'm not wiping it on my nice suit.
You get more blood on your hand.
I look for a sink.
Yeah, there's a sink. Yeah.
I wash my hand. Don't touch this paper.
Castor's eyes never stop
the
following
only
you.
body back there, and this doctor is just like covered in strawberry jam.
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
he doesn't seem to be very careful when he's doing his examinations. Almost like he enjoys the blood. But yes.
Yeah. My intention is to fold up the paper, and I'm gonna walk it. I'm gonna walk it up to the spy master. Well, I'll have to ask someone to tell me where the spy master is, so I can go get to where he is.
Absolutely. So you'll go up to the same startled serving woman from earlier. She'll be like, huh. She's still shaken from finding the body earlier. What can I do for you? You're asking where the spy master is?
Where is the house spy master?
I just saw him coming from the Sultan's suite, she'll call it. It's the place where the original party was taking place when you guys were all together.
And miss, drink of water, deep breaths.
She'll gather herself and leave. Thomas, you interview some of the staff. One of them will approach you with the information. I think I found the juiciest piece.
Well, down.
Everyone was talking about Orloff's disappearance. It seemed to have caused quite the stink amongst the House Vernius people. They think it reflected poorly upon them that one of their minor houses would act such. And no one has seen him since.
Well, I believe he had some sort of stomach issue. You phrased it as causing such a big stink. Is that about all you have? A dignitary pissing another one off by leaving? Come on now. I thought you had something maybe a little more juicy for me.
I mean, everyone was upset about it.
That's why that's not exactly gossip now, is it?
It's a form of gossip.
So this is the best you have.
Or if you were looking for something more, what is there a target that you would like to learn more about?
Yeah, let's see if we can find anybody being, a suspicious dickhead on the way to murder someone.
No one noticed anything like that.
Alright.
But that is in itself information.
I will. That's right. That's right. I will reach into my pocket and pull out like a very exotic jar of something or other that I had smuggled in and on me for this party that's of high value and hand it to them. Some kind of Milky Way caviar. However.
they'll bow. Oh, thank you.
Yes, don't eat it all in one place.
Quite right. They're gonna go use it to get laid or something. But yeah, you make your way to your office to check the cameras. York is on his way there. That is where you two will converge. But before that happens, I'm going to shoot back to War Master. You still have not heard word from the Crimson Guard. They have not reported back yet. So you assume they haven't found him yet.
I'm going to have 2 guards posted inside with him, and I'm just outside the door myself, and still have that 1 guard down a floor guarding the stairs.
Some servants will come by with some food and drink.
I'm gonna slap it on the floor. I'm gonna slap both trays out of their hands and ask them if have you lost your fucking mind? Get that out of here. You know 1 man was already poisoned tonight at our banquet and 1's been killed.
Someone was poisoned? They'll say, startled.
Didn't you see Mr. Olaf run out of the room holding his stomach?
I thought he was just drunk.
I ought to detain both of you now under suspicion. Be gone from my sight.
They'll both scurry off.
Before you go, clean up those trays.
They'll both scurry back, and they'll start cleaning up the trays.
We're the good guys, we swear.
I never said I was the good guy.
Spy master.
You need a good spy.
Yeah, I'll send them on their way and keep guard. I'd also like to, let me send another guard. I'll send a guard to someone to get to the heir to ask the heir how to proceed and let them know what we've got going on so far.
Who's heir?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, our heir. Not to interrupt the ruler during the play, but our heir can handle this.
So you want to reach out to your heir?
Yes.
Okay.
We've done a good job detaining and setting up perimeter.
Yeah,
security,
I think Devin.
But now it's time for one of the family to advise.
Okay. So you send to go find them?
One of my guards from inside. So that leaves me with 1 Crimson Guard with me, and then 1 down the stairs at the next staircase.
And who's in the room with?
1 Crimson Guard is with the guy.
Okay. So yeah, you send another person away, and they scurry on off. And that's going to take a second. So we'll go back to you two converging. You'll be inside your office starting up your rig of camera network.
Yeah, it's got little hidden monitors that slap down into my desk. They're behind that big pile of papers that I have. Sort of subterfuge. That way, if anyone comes in, I can hide them discreetly.
I'll say it's even cooler than that. It's like a little... it's like this big, and it's like a little projector that like projects these particles into the air that reform images captured.
Then I want to have the door rigged so that it turns off as soon as the door opens. I don't like anyone who comes to me with information to have to be waiting in the hallway.
Gotcha.
It's bad for both of us.
York, you pull up to this office.
When I walk in, I'll just stride right over to you and hold out a sheet of paper.
I'll read and run down. Yes, that track says, not any of my little playthings this evening found anything out of place. Oh. Shut the door, would you?
I'll shut it.
And then I will fire that thing up with him in there and kind of scrub through, looking, anyone coming in and out of that room that hasn't been. I don't know if I've got cameras in each room. That's possible, but I don't know how likely it is.
You have cameras in all the halls.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go imposter style, and I'm gonna look at them hallways, and hopefully no one vented.
Imposter style, like Among Us.
Mhm.
Nice.
Among Us.
Do you do some kind of weird Dune projector setup where you like start a thing and then put a crystal in the way and the light shines through the crystal and it projects on the wall, or do you just?
Yes, no, it's my ring. That
That's
crystal can slide out of the ring, so shink clink slots in there, and you can hear it like kind of lightly ring like around the aluminum.
And without the crystal, the machine is useless.
Looks like dirt.
Now that's a spy master.
Yeah, I love magic, future magic.
Yeah, future magic's fun.
Hand wave.
Magic is just technology that we don't understand yet.
Break.
But yeah.
No.
So you start watching through all this footage, kind of on fast forward. You're doing this number in the air, in these particles that kind of respond to your touch. And as you do so, it'll fast forward and change angles. You can change what you're looking at. And yeah, so you're watching a lot of stuff. You see eventually this servant.
I'll be narrating kind of as we go through, and then let York know. This generally isn't something anyone else is privy to, but seeing as how you've secured us quite a lucrative long-term business deal this evening, figured I might as well show you one of my playthings. And then get up to that portion. That's the camera. I would not have shown you that system up until this point.
Yeah.
Anytime that you watch people on cameras in this universe, everybody is pretty suspicious. Everybody's going off into rooms while they're either to do stuff or to collude. You're not sure. But you see people going off in all sorts of directions with shifty glances and, people like pocketing stuff. You see a lot of suspicious activity, which is probably why you don't trust many people. But you see the servant enter the quarters where they died. You hadn't seen anyone enter or exit before, and you don't see anyone enter or exit after. Until you fast forward all the way to the place where the serving woman from earlier walks in and drops what she was holding and screams.
Oh, they didn't come in or out this way. Must be a access point inside the room.
Or they were waiting there before they got in.
Oh, I do. I am aware of that there is one.
I mean, there are secret passageways all over your house.
Oh, so I would know.
Yeah, I mean, you were in one earlier.
Would I have monitoring in those?
No.
Right, well,
By design.
yeah.
Sneaky.
Who is like our best investigator? Do we have anyone like that?
You do. There is a who is essentially they're called your marshal. His name is Corbin. He's an older man, and he is kind of responsible for the upkeep of the law and dealing with people who break the law. Typically, most of those decisions will be taken care of by the ruler, but for minor things and for investigations, they can kind of take this role.
Yeah, whoever I can get a hold of that's good at that down here the quickest. If not, I'll just do it.
I don't care either way. It's up to you.
Yeah, I know. I would say that I know the tunnels here really well, right?
Yeah, you've been
Sex
in them.
tunnel.
Yeah, sex tunnels.
All right, I'm gonna go dip on down to Sex Tunnel B in Quadrant 73 behind that room that got dipped into.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna report our findings by mimic order to the War Master, so they can take tactical action.
Oh yeah, and I'll let York know that. Yes, seems they're using our network of tunnels to do whatever it is they're doing, which means they know quite a bit about us, and the methods seem to be on track also. So far, all of this points to an inside job.
Think it's one of yours? No.
No, continue.
And I start scribbling into a tiny, tiny little square, as that's what memory cards are, these tiny little things that I'm writing on that will be visible later. Basically combining my findings plus what we found out so far.
And so then it flashes in front of the War Master's eyes, right?
Yeah, once I hand it to him, he'll be able to get a flash, only he'll see. So that way, there's no way for someone to look over his shoulder.
Gotcha. Okay. So yes, back to the War Master. War Master, one of your guys comes back finally. We found Orloff.
Where is he now?
No, he's in one of the bathrooms.
Keep him there and keep someone on him. Don't let anyone else inside. And please, God, don't allow him food or drink from the servants.
You'll see that this gives him... He has, like, this weird look on his face. Like, he doesn't know what to say. He seems anxious.
Out with it. Speak freely.
He'll snap to again. He's dead, sir.
Don't let anyone in the bathroom, and don't let the servants feed him. My orders haven't changed. Perhaps we will send someone in to interrogate his mind while it's fresh.
Sir. So you want him to guard the body, essentially?
Have someone else do it. I need Crimson Elite. I need the Crimson Marines back here, post haste. There's someone. Oh, I don't know that yet. Have someone else do it. I need the Crimson Elite back here. I can't have you running errands all day.
Sir. They'll dictate this to somebody else. They have some of the Silver Guard with them at this point. Yeah, he'll go back in the room and wait for orders. What do? You doing anything else?
I'm still standing big guard in the hallway. Now they're both back inside. I feel a little bit safer.
Yeah. So, York, what you doing?
I'm striding purposefully, but not running to the War Master. Okay. I'm trying not to draw attention to myself.
And Spy Master, what are you doing?
I'm sleuthing around these tunnels looking for recent in and outs, and
we'll do that one. We'll do that one right now. Yeah. So you're in the room where the servant died. You're looking
immediately
around.
Look around for any tells. Giving it my motherfucking best Sherlock Holmes right now.
You go up to one of the posts of the bed and you twist it, and a door will slide open. The tunnel goes two ways, and a lot of these tunnels connect. So you want to try to find, like, a clue.
Oh, yeah, I'm cluing
Give me understand.
Oh, clue. Understand.
And then whatever, let me know what motivation you think is applicable here. Because only you know why you do what you do.
Truth, right?
Truth is a good one. The truth
You don't happen to have any gear on you or traits that help you with this, do you?
I don't think so. Psychiatry, everything I have is person-based. Assassination, espionage?
Espionage, I'll allow.
If I'm doing reverse...
This is pretty espionage-y.
Oh, like I did last time, right? Reverse espionage.
I feel like that's good enough.
Proof. 2 dice. Using focus. Am I using a focus? Yes, espionage.
Nice. Oh, wow.
This motherfucker's in my house.
So, 10 and 11 are both passes, so you got 2 successes on this. Very good. So inside these tunnels, while they are used, they're not used all the time. There's dirt and the like, you do manage to find a footprint.
Mm-hmm.
It's very faint, and it's not a full footprint, but you do see the beginnings of a foot stepping into the room from here.
Get all that down. Get that measurement down.
It's a particularly small foot.
Immediately in my head. Female, child.
Either a female or a child is a safe bet, or somebody with very small feet. Sometimes men do have small feet.
Very petite fellow.
Someone small was here. Someone small used this doorway at some point recently. You know it's recent because the dirt would have been cleaned up at a certain point.
And then I'm gonna dip down the hallway. This dude got his head pretty much chopped off, right?
No, he got stabbed with a very small puncture in his spine. The head chopping was done by the advisor of your house.
All right, well, I'm going to continue my search down then into the tunnel network that he obviously used to get in here and see if I can find anything.
You'll pull a light source from inside this room. It'll be some sort of glowing, touch-activated rock. And it'll kind of just give that dim light through this corridor.
Not in my house. Not in my house, you tiny son of a bitch.
Your footsteps echo a bit in here, only cushioned by the dirt on the floor that covers the cobblestone. Everything in here is unadorned, and it's musty. But you'll travel around. You realize, you don't come in here all the time, but you can access a lot of the rooms from here.
I'm gonna look around specifically for a scent that isn't musty.
Ooh, you're gonna try and follow your nose?
Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm ultimate Sherlock right now. I might lick some of this dirt and tell you where it's from.
So you got 2 successes earlier. You only needed 1. You could have banked that for momentum. You can use one of those immediately though to ask an additional question.
We will continue that on to find.
I feel like that's the easiest way.
Down.
Yeah, so since you're still investigating, since it's still understand, you will start to smell, and you'll pick up a whiff. Something pleasant. It's hard to place, but you smell something good underneath all the grime.
I'm gonna take that in for a moment and lean back towards Tristan's first intuition. I'm like, this little bit of perfume, small feet, in and out, petite, no real struggle. Female assassin. Running through my mind's palace here. Do I have anybody that fits that description on premise?
So there's no one who you would suspect, right? Like open-handedly. There is the only woman that is on your staff that can fight is your sword master, Helena, and also Laura's character is also a woman that you would think would be very adept at killing people.
She was with our heir though, correct?
She was with the lord of the house at the time, so she's off the list. But those are the only 2 women of the house who are killers. Besides various guards and whatnot. So no one particularly sticks in your mind because you don't suspect Helena would do this. It'd be weird.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna dip out then, and the play is still going on. Correct.
Correct. It's coming to an end though.
I am going to go try to ID that perfume.
You're going to go start sniffing folk?
As non-creepily as I possibly can. I like this play.
That's a fine line. We're going to shoot back over.
Come on, everybody, stay in your seats. Stay in your seats. I'm going to come out there and smell everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show.
This is a 5D performance.
Let's go check the interaction between York and the War Master, Ezek. You guys are... York, you come back up the stairs. You pass several guards. No one bars your path. Thank you for the subscription, Captain Grimley. It was appreciated.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. But yes, you pass some guards. You see another silver guard running down the stairs like he has somewhere to be.
Another courtesy nod says, and let him blow by me, and then as I get up to the War Master, 'cause I think you're standing guard outside the door, yeah?
Yes.
Correct.
So I just kind of walk up and hold out one of my quarter squares.
I'll
A
reach
report.
out, grab it, and before I view it, I will let you know Olaf has been found.
Oh, that's good.
His body has been detained in the laboratory.
For fuck's sake.
Thanks for gifting a sub, Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
You've also been booned, Thomas. So I'm going to add a momentum, and then because you subbed, gifted a sub, I'll give you another momentum. So
Yeah.
You got booned to sniff him.
yeah, you got booned to sniff them. So essentially, that's going to be a temporary momentum that you can use to
'em
get
up.
an additional dice on your next attempt here.
I love whenever the chat actually gives you the thing for the
I
boon.
do. I do like that.
When they tell you what it's for, like, no,
Yeah.
this is for sniffing them. Like, this
You
is
shall
what
not
it's
use
for.
this for anything but sniffing.
Don't you dare use it to reroll initiative. That's for sniffing.
I do love it. But yeah, so you guys are cohorting and chatting outside the door, I assume?
Yes, and then I'll grab the memory chip and push the secret button that makes me see things in my brain eyes.
Nice. The message just flashed before your eyes. What are you telling him?
Basically, the same thing I wrote to the Spy Master, plus what I and the Spy Master learned together on the cameras, and the Spy Master's last known movements to me. And basically highlighting that, and also highlighting the big thing I'm highlighting is that Canley is something of Canley is in effect currently. I don't know the target, and I don't think the Spy Master does either. But hopefully, we'll figure this out. But you may wish to make certain tactical preparations for a Canley attacker.
If Orloff was the target, he's already dead.
That's news to you.
Yeah. Spot.
Do I know if there are any secret tunnels that lead to this room?
This room specifically, last session you guys checked. There are no tunnels. That's why you picked it.
Yes, because it's in a tower. That's what I thought. I'm just making sure.
No, good question. Yeah, definitely. But there was an assassin built into the walls years ago.
But there's a gargoyle in there, and it comes to life.
No, that's going to be Friday.
Darn Betty Talaxu. Freeze dried. No.
But yeah, so you guys now, more or less, all of you have the same information at this point,
Yeah.
except for what Thomas has recently learned.
I've sent a message to the air on how to advise us moving forward. That was before we had known Olaf's death occurred.
I would advise War Master that any of your troops, well, I know your elites will be fine, more or less. But I would advise your guards to stay in pairs or teams, because they need not fear the slow knife, they need fear the ice pick, the poison. But I think I don't understand the target's my problem right now. Either this is an attack against us, all of us of Ix, or this is a smokescreen to slowly whittle their way to a higher priced target. But the fact of letting us find these bodies and not hiding them is either a statement to show their skill, or it's an attempt to smokescreen.
I agree. I think it's a red herring. I think it's look this way for the magic trick. Something's probably happening right beneath our nose.
I like it when players notice clues. It's fun. That's when Helena, the swordmaster of House Masarrah, will stride down the hallway, hand on hilt, accompanying the heir, Devon Masarrah.
Quickly, fetch the spy master.
I clear you.
Who are you talking? Who are you telling to get the spy master?
The Spy Master's in the walls somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of my, a silver guy in.
That's fine. Yeah, you can just straight make people up there. It's fine.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
somebody.
This game encourages that kind of thing. So yeah, you there.
Do that,
Like
small
a-
child.
Yeah, that's what I was
The
thinking.
spy master.
There should be a kid running around with a scroll. That's my.
That's fine. If you want a little envoy boy to run around.
Yeah, I think there would be all sorts of envoys running around this house.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. You can pull aside a page.
Yes.
What do you tell him?
Go and bring the Spy Master here. He needs to have this conversation. He needs to hear this.
He'll bow like really low, very quickly, and like he'll like actually like, run down the hallway.
War Master, I think we need to increase our protection on the Duke and the guild representative, not us, the one out of the house. Because if I wanted to do something, if I wanted to hit anybody, those are the two big targets I'm thinking of.
The big
I
targets
should've-
are who? The Space Guild
Finance
representative,
Michael?
Yep, and Duke Leto. Because
Those-
one of them two is my guess.
Those
Is
are
it-
good options.
Isn't there also a female banking house? Banking guild
Soren
representative?
of
Yeah.
Chome.
There
Yes.
you go. That's my guess.
You notice how you spoke. My guy does not say a word about.
And
He audibly keeps that. He does not mention. Doesn't seem concerned about her safety at all.
and it's Soren of Chome, I believe, could be another target. After all, it's the biggest extortion target on this side of the universe.
I mean, if we must.
Back.
However, I
Oh.
don't think it's in our best interest to start detaining people who outrank us. This may be best to get our ruler and marshal involved. I am the war master, and I stand ready to go to war. But I don't think this is a situation that calls for war.
So the heir. So why did you get me? I was enjoying the play.
Obviously, to advise us on this situation, my liege.
It sounds like you have it well at hand.
How would you like us to move forward detaining leaders, rulers of other houses? If you give us your word, we'll arrest them all.
No.
Or
no.
at the very least, give them protective custody.
Yeah, just add to the guards. Make sure they're all watched after. I feel like no one needs to stop having a good time on account of such trivial matters.
We need a secure location where no one enters or exits, my liege.
A smoking party, perhaps.
We could get everyone back into the Sultan Suite for an after party. The play is almost concluded.
Then we'll have extra eyes on the play as everyone exits. Once we're in the party, we can lock the doors and work from there.
Sounds
I'll
good.
I'll go ahead to the room and scan about for any surprises. If you find the Spy Master, just let him know what I'm doing. I'd rather not his agents be wondering what I'm doing.
You'll notice Helena is looking around, like, on high alert, ready to stab somebody in the face.
War Master, do you believe his liege, his lordship, should be privy to the memo? I raise an eyebrow at you. Or should this be kept at our level of concern?
I believe it's of the utmost importance to tell our ruler, but it's over our pay grade to concern the Duke at this time.
I'll leave the cube with you then, War Master. Use your discretion.
Back to our spy master in the walls. Where were you heading now? Oh yeah, you're gonna go sniff people, huh?
Sniffing people. You know it. That bone I got. Sniff them.
That's right. You gotta sniff them.
We've got extra eyes on the play now, and someone reports back that the spy master seems to be sniffing people, and it's suspicious.
Let me give
No,
you
that sounds like a space guilder to me.
Oh, if you knew our spy master, it would make more sense.
A suggestion I might have for the spy master is creating an asset where you're not just trusting your nose, but you have like a little olfactory, like a smell detector where you can program in a certain smell.
The dowling rod.
Yeah, because there's like a poison snooper, but I guess I'm thinking of an idea where you have something that you could tune to look for a certain perfume.
I'm down to have a PKE meter to sniff out some stank, but that's at the DM discretion. If I have that kind of tinkering ability, then
so
yeah,
you can spend momentum to create temporary assets, including the one that you were given. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Arthur. But yeah, so you can spend momentum, including the one that you were given specifically for sniffing them, to create an asset that could help you in this.
Are you telling me right now that momentum gives me the Batman utility belt?
Kind of. You can only create. Right. You can't create like crazy stuff. All of it technically has a quality of 0, and it goes away shortly after use. But yeah,
all of the momentum for bat shark repellent. I'm just kidding.
The spy master dies. I'll find a way.
Then yeah, we're gonna pull out a little, something that I can change, recognize a little atmospheric change from whatever that scent was that I picked up, and kind of walk around and hot cold. Boop, 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 boop.
Absolutely. I'll say it's grosser than that. You insert something into your nose. I'll say it's even better than that. Yeah, it's drugs. You sniff something. You do a bump of some strange red powder that opens up your smell receptors.
Ooh, I can just smell.
I don't like red cocaine. I just like the way it smells.
There you go. So you are
red cocaine had a steak, makes it taste so much better. You just smell that whole thing.
You are immediately overwhelmed by all the smells that you start to smell. You can smell food and drink and people and all the bodily functions that come with humans. It's kind of gross, but it's also kind of pleasant at the same time. It's weird. Now you understand why dogs sniff butts.
The world is one giant asshole.
All the world's an ass. Yes. So you do start picking up that smell. It's faint where you're standing currently.
I'm on it.
You start sniffing around. You're following it down the hallways. You approach some of the servers and start sniffing at them, and they look a little startled.
Yeah, well, I'll disguise that as looking at their food disapprovingly.
No, not her. Not her. Give me. This will actually require a roll. It's just going to be a different success level because of what you're doing.
Tell me what we're doing.
You're trying to find somebody. Give me. What is that? Understand? I feel like this could still be espionage, honestly. Hey, give me espionage truth again.
I would love to.
See how well you do here. You do just as well. Oh no, you do even better. So you have 3 successes. You can bank some of those as momentum if you want.
How many do I need to bank until I find this person?
Oh no, banking it's for later use.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
So you should keep 2, and you can find somebody.
Cool. Me on that person, and then I'm gonna start talking some shit.
You save 1. You start sniffing your way around a corner, and then you see your confidant York entering the Sultan's suite. And you smell the smell coming from that room. It leads you in there.
I'm gonna slink in behind him, trying to be unnoticed.
You guys are both in there. York, you find the spy master. He's curiously sniffing at the air.
I'm gonna come right up to York.
It's not coming from him.
And then continue looking around the room and like hold a finger up to shush him. I'm in the fucking zone right here, Chief.
There are a few servants in the room.
Just a moment, please.
Getting things ready for an after party.
I'm gonna kind of keep my finger up, kind of just pointing at him and like sort of at those servants, so he can kind of see what I'm doing. Then put my hand back down.
You're sniffing. And then one of the servants. There is several females here. All of them are wearing some kind of perfume or another. And you start sniffing at them, and they look very uncomfortable. But you're on it. You're there. You know you found them. They're in this room. And finally, one of them will drop what she's holding and bolt.
And I'll holler back to Yorick, this way, please. And fucking right on her, right after. Yeah, I know this place like the back of my fucking hand. If I can take a shortcut somewhere and get up in front of her, I'm gonna.
She runs and dives through a window. Like a boss.
Are we on the moon?
You are on a moon, but there is still gravity. You can't survive the fall unless she has some sort of plan.
Well, shit. I'll turn around and look at York. Do fetch some backup, if you would, please. And I'll do my best to look out down over that window, see if there's anything that I can do. How far is this fall?
You guys are all the way up towards the top of the amphitheater in the palace, but below, you do see that there is a water feature that she is currently crawling out of. Are you gonna jump?
I'm jumping after this bitch.
Give me.
Fuck a dive master time.
That's kind of funny. I wasn't expecting
you were
you.
trained in dive.
Wasn't expecting you to do that.
Part of his character's background is that he's been to the Ix Olympics multiple times and placed very highly in the high diving competitions.
His move is actually pretty high, so this is going to be move. Why are you jumping out of this window after this person? What drives you here?
Because this bitch is in my house, right? I'm getting to the bottom of this,
duty.
or it could be power. Either way.
Or
Fuck,
truth?
no, I want the truth. I want
Okay.
why she is here.
Hey, go ahead and give me truth.
Give it exhausting resources. I'm not some punk bitch.
Truth and move. Would you like to spend any momentum before you roll?
Yeah, fellas, if y'all are okay with that, I'm gonna spend one so I don't.
Please.
You can spend one for an extra dice. You can spend all three for 2 extra dice.
I'll just take the one.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
So you get to roll 3 dice here.
Move truth. Doesn't count as piloting.
I love that you guys have to build your rolls. It's kind of cool.
It's like building a mixed string.
That looks really. Is that good? That's not good. That's not good.
They're
not-
red.
it's not the
Probably
worst.
not.
You didn't critically fail anything. So you do land in the water.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Kind of unceremoniously, you splash. You're a little hurt. You didn't land great. She did. She's already running out of here. But you are on the ground with her now.
I'm gonna getting after it. Anyone else around us? Like, what is this atmosphere?
Yes.
Like?
So you jump into this fountain. Some people, there's like gasps, like, oh, like another one. Oh no! And like they're like, look over there. There's party goers in like the hedges. Some of them are just talking, eating. Some of them are like sneaking off to do like sick stuff. And there are some guards that are standing there, not sure of what to do.
Oh, those guards fucking see me and know what the fuck's up, right?
Yeah, they know who you are.
Oh, I am pointing out immediately, right there. Detain him.
They'll start shouting, be like, there she goes! And they'll start blowing whistles and stuff.
Bring all the attention down on her.
You'll see some other people start joining this.
belly
I
flop.
now need to make some rolls on her behalf, because she's going to try and escape. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to spend some threat.
You frickin' turd.
The other foot is dropping here. I have so many, I'm going to spend 3. Corphidian laughed. I'm going to spend
my throat.
3 to roll 4d6. Or d20, sorry.
4d6. Freaking rigged dice over there. I succeed every time.
Right? You see her run off. She went this way. And they start chasing her. But then you lose sight of her. And then you lose sight of them. You're not exactly sure what happened after that. Are you continuing the chase?
Are there any vehicles nearby?
There could be if you spend a momentum. I wouldn't argue if you spend one.
We're I'm catching this fucking chick.
Yeah.
Okay. Catching this assassin.
So there is a vehicle. It's like a little pod that's meant for like garden work and stuff. It's not, it's not a Ferrari, but it is pretty quick. It can get moving. It hovers.
Faster than you.
Zipping and dipping. Let's go.
So yeah, give me one more move here, combined with truth. I
am
like
trained
this.
in piloting.
Yeah, you are trained in piloting, so you can do that. Funny enough. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes. Because I know how many successes I got.
There's 2 that I'm rolling.
Unless you want to boost it with the last momentum.
You can also give threat as well to get dice.
You can. You can give me more threat.
It sounds like he rolled boss over there. So give it drive. You might want to look at that as well. If it applies.
Yeah, it is my drive.
Sorry, my bad. Drive statement, if there's one that applies.
With truth comes power. Is mine for truth. Spymaster wants the truth. Period.
Close. Yeah. No, I feel like that's close enough.
Okay, so that buys 2 hits plus however many other dice you're buying. With moment, the first die you buy would cost 2 because we get 1 free die that you got that critically hit. That's what that is.
That's what the drive statement is.
If you do it before you roll,
Okay.
you basically create a third.
Get a third. So 3 dice.
Corbinian has frozen. Yeah, 3 dice. Yeah.
I was gonna say I think he froze at this same time last time,
Interesting.
and then had to disconnect and reconnect.
Very interesting. So yeah, give me the rolls. All right, so you rolled those. One of which is a 20.
Oh, crit fail.
Which is unfortunate.
Hey, look, he's back.
Hey, Corbinian.
Froze up there apparently.
Yes. It's okay, though.
Mhm.
Let me read. What am I going to do to you? What am I going to do to you? So this is a move complication.
Piloting.
So as you start driving this thing, the complication
It's a shit ass garden pod.
is going to be that it was undergoing maintenance at the time, so it can't get into 3rd gear. It can only go up to 2nd gear. And so you're kind of putt, and you're like, dude, you're still faster than you would be on foot, but it's not very fast.
Marginally. Speedwalker passes me.
And with 2 successes, plus the 1 additional one that you get from your focus, your drive statement, you
out of here, Stacy.
you see everybody running off. You don't see the assailant anymore, but you do see a wet footprint in the dirt going back inside the building. It seems that she gave people the slip.
Not me. Not here. Not today. Not on
Back
my
to the
watch.
War Master. You hear commotion going on outside, my friend.
I'd like to look out the window.
You see exactly what I described happened earlier. You see these men chasing a woman that looks soaking wet, and you see her kind of duck out of the way, and then them keep running.
I'd like to make a tactics check to head her off at the pass.
Yeah, give me tactics, and then your drive. Give me which drive you think is applicable here.
I think it's going to be justice to defy the tenets set forth by our ruler as heresy. That's my little statement on there. So I think that's going to fit. So tactics.
I don't know if the statement necessarily fits, but you still can use that drive.
Yes.
It's just not.
2 dice though.
It's
right?
still good. You're still in line. Yes. 2 dice.
Focus tactics.
Hey, look, I'm Corbinian.
Kaboom! It looks like I rolled some tasty business, Jahan.
Wow. So with those, you exceed. So you can bank some, but it will change what happens. You need all 4 to overcome what she did.
I mean, yeah, right. I'm still learning kind of what those terms mean, but I want to.
Yeah. So you critically succeeded. It looks like
Your blue
twice.
shoes.
Yeah, and so you got 2 successes per. So which means you have a total of 4. Now I can tell you she got 3, which means she tied Thomas, which is why he found a clue of her and didn't find her. But you know exactly where to go, unless you bank some and then tie her.
Comes around the corner straight into you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Is be waiting at the doors when she pops back in.
So you, who you bringing with you?
Me, just me. My guards can stay here.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get the slip again.
Gotcha. Yeah. So
at this point, I'm not running down the stairs. Like as this chase scene's going on, the camera cuts back to me, and I look out the window and start walking with purpose down the stairs. My big silver cape billowing, and my white and red, or my red and silver armor glistening like moonlight as I walk past each window.
So with your tactics crit out the ass, what you realize exactly where she's going. You realize that she has knowledge of the house, which means that she would use this side entrance and servant's hallway. And so you walk down the stairs and you stand in front of it as the doors open. And that's where we're going to have to take our 5-minute break. Thank you so much.
Mention how cool my bracers are. They're one of my must-have items.
Yep.
They're my battle bracers. So as I'm walking down, you don't see a sword or a spear or anything. You just see these big fucking silver gauntlets as I'm like in bison walking to the door in a menacing way.
Nice.
Now you can do the outro. My bad.
No, you're good. No, I like it. Now I have an image in my head. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you for all the subscribes, follows, and all the boons and dooms, and all that good stuff that you guys have given. We'll be back in a short bit after we use the restroom and drink water. So, see you guys.
Fresh out the box.
That's the wrong thing. There we go.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Plays Dune by Modifius Entertainment. I'm still the Game Master, Johanan.
The co-host, Casualty CDG, and you can still call me Gary, but that's because it's Wednesday and we're playing Dune, and on Wednesday we're friends here, and I feel like it's, just since you know me and I know you, you can call me Gary, and it's kind of, I'll call you Gary too, if you'd like. I'll be playing the part of General Ezek Malakar.
And I am 80 Springer, also known as Corbinian, and I am playing the ever loyal, ever ambitious Kesty York, a Spacing Guild envoy in service to House Masarrah. And you'll call me whatever I tell you to call me. No.
Damn.
Dang. Howdy, y'all. Thomas Avenger down here in Houston, voice actor, artist, spicy chicken sandwich eater extraordinaire. And I'll be playing the House's spy master, Tristan Kane.
Where we left off, the door opened. And
So I kind of forgot also that our characters, because of this game, should have like a title and like descriptors, right? That people kind of know them as and call them as. That's like part of the character building.
yeah, you can have that, yeah.
So I am Master. I forgot I even had this to read. I'm the Master General of House Masarrah, the clever and deceitful, the dedicated Master General.
That's right, yeah.
All the personal traits, yeah.
The personality traits are kind of baked in the character building in this one.
Which is the mark of the good system. Yeah, so a woman bursts through a door, looking backwards, but running forward, right at you. She turns and stops.
Yeah, if she doesn't kaboom into me, which is my intention, then I'll greet her with a haymaker to the face.
I'll say she bounces off of you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her the chest bump, knock her to the floor.
She doesn't fall. She catches herself.
Okay, catches herself. In what position, might I ask?
Kind of like a
like
crouch.
a one-hand back?
She drops down into a crouch when she bounces off of you.
This seems like a great time to kick somebody down a hallway.
Possibly. She draws a knife when she sees you. And she's standing there.
Oh yeah, it's
Or
definitely
she's crouching
combat
there,
time.
rather. Yeah, she's ready.
Yeah, me too. How does combat work in this game? Does it just keep flowing with the rest of the narrative?
So it is kind of, it is going to be you making rolls, her making rolls, kind of thing.
Right behind her.
Odds are you're going to be using combat.
Yeah.
So-
That's what I figured. The battle skills. Yeah, I'm gonna kick her down the hall. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. The duty statements, or all the statements, I guess, do those always apply, or is that like a you choose when to apply them per session type?
So it's supposed to, whenever you use that trait, it's supposed to have something to do with your duty statement.
Okay, because mine's pretty good. My duty statement is destroying the enemies and expanding our house is my sole duty.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go battle unarmed combat duty.
Let's see how this goes.
And so I add a die for the statement, right?
I imagine your guy fighting like Henry Cavill in Mission Impossible. Like just throwing those huge punches.
He's going to
Yes.
reload his arms.
So in my mind, I was thinking the John Cena Peacemaker fight, like throwing each other through slabs of concrete, or even the Vin Diesel rock fight in Fast and Furious, where they're just diving through walls for no reason. Yeah, my guy's he's a big, brawly, dirty fighter type of fella.
It's because contractually, both of them weren't allowed to act like a punch hurt. So they couldn't.
Yeah, my guy signed the same contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, I no sell punches. And I punch people through walls.
Stronger.
So, Jahan, it looks like I rolled possibly two crits. Two crits? Is that a thing that happened?
That is the thing that happened.
Yep.
So she will also make some rolls here.
Yeah, so if I hit, I just want it to look like late 90s wire work. Like I kick her down the hallway and she flies like 40 feet.
Nice. What are you trying to do to her?
Silver gauntlets and a cape.
I'm trying to disable her and maybe break all her ribs in the process. I'm not trying to kill this person, just disable this person. If she had fallen down, I was just going to stomp on her and hold her there with my foot on her chest till somebody showed up. But if she wants to pull a knife, she can catch a boot.
Yeah. So she's going to roll 3 dice. Ooh.
Yeah, in combat, it's an opposed roll.
Yeah. So she rolls her dice. She has a bit of a complication. Her foot slips. And she like looks down for a second, like, oh shit. Just in time to get big booted down the hallway into a wall.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. As she's reeling, the camera will kind of look over her reeling, and you'll see me just walking down the hallway towards her. This time, I'm just gonna step on her and hold her there.
You're like right behind them, Thomas. So you come through the door this turn. So you're gonna try to attack her again. Go ahead and give me another attack there, Master General Ezek.
So this one's more of a hold. This one's just gonna be a stomp type of hold situation. But it's probably still battle, right?
Yeah, you can still use battle.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably the diff's not diff because you're both rolling, but she's probably at a higher diff on her end because she's being pinned by you. I would assume. I would presume that. But.
So I didn't do the duty statement this time, but I did do the unarmed combat, and so it looks like I rolled a fail and a pass.
2 hits.
Yeah, you got 2 hits there. So I'm spending a threat to roll another dice. I'm going to spend the last one I have to use one of her abilities, which is Master at Arms, which gives her just a flat +1 to this roll.
Oof.
Also 2 successes. So you stomp at her, and she rolls out the way and comes to her feet, knife out, ready to fight.
I'm gonna choke her out.
You can also give me battle. Yeah. Battle, and then give me. Let me know what your drive is as well. Yeah, conflicts. You roll a lot.
Power, I would imagine here.
I mean, power. Is that the reason why you want to beat her up?
Probably still truth. I still want the truth.
Okay,
That's probably more accurate.
For
I guess
those,
I'm using. Can I use my assassination focus here?
sure. I feel like that applies when fighting an assassin. I feel like that's fair,
Especially from behind.
especially from behind. Yeah.
I go 3 successes.
Nice.
Just slip out of the shadows. Hi,
Funny.
friend.
You would not have gotten her if you hadn't crit. She got 2 successes. So yeah, you come up behind her, and you actually do have her in a chokehold now.
I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna take my finger and run it in her mouth in case there's any kind of cyanide capsule shit like I teach my dudes. Make sure none of that's going down. Whatever her failsafe is. Nope. Put her down. And then I'm gonna get the War Master to help me tie her right on up, and it's interrogation time.
What are you doing, War Master?
I'm gonna grab their weapon hand and squeeze it until the weapon disarms.
She will attempt to not let that happen. God, I'm rolling duty sometimes here. Yeah, give me another roll there, buddy, to disarm. Another battle check.
Severely choked.
Shit, only 1 success.
She slashes at you, and you pull your hand back before she can cut you. She still has some fight left. Try and hold on to her, Thomas.
Not for long. What do I roll there?
You can
Battle
still
again?
use battle. And then whatever.
Communicate.
I suppose this one's power.
Could
Trying
be.
to get out of my chokehold.
Could
I don't
be.
think so. Definitely not duty, faith, or justice.
It's my duty to hold assassins.
Yeah,
No.
does assassination still play into this?
Yeah. That's fine.
One.
Us in these ones right now.
She jumps off the ground, and her legs are like up, and then she rolls forward and flips you over, and she lands like Black Widow, because she got more successes. More successes. Yeah, and then I guess she's gonna try and fucking get one of you fuckers. Gary. She's gonna run at you and try to stab you. She runs with her both her hands on her knife like low, and she runs like in a low, strange kind of way.
I have 2 successes.
She goes in under your guard and slashes at you successfully. And the way that works, you don't take damage per se, not in the way that you would understand it, but she has to hit you a certain amount of times worth of successes.
Okay. Now that she has slashed me, I want to pick her up and slam her against a wall.
Yeah. And without knowing it, you guys have been doing the same to her. She's been taking damage, as it were. Yeah, go ahead.
1 success.
Ooh.
1 and 1 and 1 and 1, no matter what we do.
You guys grapple up. She slips and she gets behind you, but she doesn't do anything after that. Thomas.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Also, as soon as she slips behind him, no way. I'm getting involved right there. Swinging. We can take an elbow to the temple.
That'll do it. All you need is 1 wild hit.
There's 2.
You come up behind her, try to elbow. She gets behind you too. She's very fast.
This bitch right here.
I keep on matching you guys on your successes. You roll 1, I roll 1. You roll 2, I roll 2. But yeah, no, she's gonna be behind you, and she's gonna look at you guys. And she's gonna try and cheese it again. She's gonna run. So
Nope.
I'm gonna roll a move check here. She still is like within range, so you can still like attack her normally. But you have to beat her number of move successes, which I shall keep secret.
2.
You try to outmaneuver her. Nice. What about you? I'll allow you to attack her same roll because she's trying to run.
Good. I'm gonna grab her and just try to pull her. Is she wearing like a cloak or anything?
She's dressed like a servant.
I'm just gonna grab her by the hair, then dirty move and pull her and slam her to the ground. Can I use tactics on this for no reason? Alright, I'll just use unarmed combat.
Not with that justification.
I mean, it's tactics or unarmed combat. They're
Unarmed
both under
combat's
battle.
better.
And,
Oh,
it's
man,
a
I didn't even
tactic
think
to
about that.
slam somebody prone.
Could I have juked her and used deceit?
3 successes on this grab and slam.
So Tristane gets kind of in front of her as she tries to duck around because you guys tied. She'll get got by her hair and slammed to the ground, where she will stop moving.
Going to tie her up. All good and good. Make sure there's nothing around for her to kill herself with, and we're gonna go interrogate her. Warmaster, should we be bringing this back to the suite that your men are in, or shall we take this to a more private location?
Now that I've secured the assassin, I believe she belongs to you and the Marshal. Once you figure out who she's from, let me know and I'll wage a war.
Very well, Warmaster. My thanks. Well done. You've definitely earned that title.
Send for me if you need anything, Spymaster.
As you wish.
I'll bow and walk away.
What do you do with her?
Oh, she's going back to my monitoring room. That everything goes down in, my two-way glass interrogation room. She going in there. And I'm gonna go get some help from the rest of the squad. Warmaster's out, but I doubt that York would be.
Yeah, I'd be willing to sit in.
Absolutely.
Tied as spy mastery as I can secure her. She's going to be secured.
Yeah, you have her tied up pretty good.
Okay. Just waiting for whenever she comes to. I'm gonna give her some smelling salts if I have some.
Yeah, you can wake her up.
Well, I hope that you know. Perfume smelled lovely. Perhaps you'll regale us with a tale of this evening.
She'll smirk at you, but she doesn't say anything.
Do you know who I am? Do I recognize her at all?
You've seen her around, perhaps. But not, you don't know who she is.
Do you know who I am?
She'll nod.
Very well. I assure you the rumors you've heard are nothing but the tip of the iceberg. You can play coy all you like, but I have a friend, and quite honestly, if we need be, we can sever your head from your body, hook you up to a machine, and get you to answer any question we like. So it's just a matter of now or then.
What do you want to know?
That is the spirit now, isn't it? I would like a little wine to celebrate this. Would you care to join me?
No, thank you.
Oh, I do say, you are quite a skilled assassin. I had to do quite a bit of sleuthing to find you. I did find you, by the way. So, the usual. Who hired you? Why are you here? Why do this? I find you useful enough that you may end up with a spot in my employ. And I'm going to use communication deceit on that with masterful innuendo. And since I'm being deceitful, I'm going to use the innuendo to make it seem like the old double reverse Uno card.
Hit her with the Uno cards, man, yeah.
I don't think I'd made my statements correctly. Because my statement for truth is, with truth comes power, and my statement for power is the only truth. So I feel like I need to do better on those.
Perhaps.
That seems very convoluted now that I read them over the top of each other. I have made an infinite loop.
I see what you did there. And yeah, you can fix that. I understand.
Yeah, so I don't know which one this comes with. I mean, I'm interrogating.
This is truth, probably.
Yeah. I'll throw. I'm staying silent. I'll stay out of this for now. Just in case this goes sideways.
3.
And yeah, what are you doing again? Exactly?
As part of that bargaining up front, I'm using my deceitful innuendo skill set and stacking it up to get her to believe me.
She's totally getting a job.
Yep.
Not really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if she gives me that information, I have made her believe that she's good enough to be under my employ instead.
And you want to know who hired her?
Oh, give me the deets. Spill it. Spill it like your life depends on it. because it most certainly does.
She... someone, whoever hired me, is here tonight.
Oh, so we are just going to go get the machine then, because if they're here tonight and you're going to play this game, then we'll just cut out the middleman and get the information that we need.
So the person who hired me is here. I'm not working alone.
All right, well, I'll check in on you here in a bit. Good luck. And I'll walk out. Is York there yet? Has he been in?
Yeah, I've been observing. I've been staring at the exchange and watching.
I'm gonna look over at York.
Oh my god, thank you, 7 months!
Thanks for 7 months, Vampire Bites.
Hey.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. Thank you for the subs.
Thank you!
York, you know of the machine I'm talking about. You've seen it in practice. So I'm gonna look at you and think this is enough him-hawing around and we just go get the machine, or would you care to try to talk to her? Oh, I'll go get the machine and bring it back and you can talk to her while I do that and just speed the process up. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll see if we can. I'll see if I can work something out, and if not, then the time for negotiations is over, I suppose.
Oh yes, at no point was this negotiation. Anything else to add, my dear?
She'll look at you and say nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna go find our other buddy who can hook those machines up and read people and go fetch him and his machine.
While that's happening, I'm going to take a poke at her, so to speak.
Oh,
And
hey.
giving Game Master power-ups.
I got a threat. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah. What are you gonna poke at her?
I am going to put on a mask of power, intimate that I know something of her secrets, and say to her, I imagine I'd be surprised if you knew who I was, but I am an envoy of Masarrah, but also an envoy of the Spacing Guild. I'm Kesty York, and it has come to my attention that you came to this planet through illicit means, along with you and your friends. And, if you and your employer wish to leave by a highliner, I would suggest that we find similar goals. So I need to know the number of how many people we're transporting. Because if you fail to tell me, then I cannot authorize any further transport from this planet, since I'm fairly sure you're aware no one's leaving this place without our authorization. But if you give me the number, I can make sure certain seats are made available for the appropriate fair market price, so you don't cheat us out of our ticket sales. You understand.
Only one of us had to come here, she'll say. The other was waiting.
Ooh. So only one ticket to leave, then?
Correct.
Shall it be a cargo hold suite for yourself, or shall it be for a posh suite for your employer?
So are you trying to actually get her to believe you?
Well, the secret is that I'm implying that I already know how, but I so don't. But I'm trying to give her like how many people are actually active here, because I need to know who's leaving, who's going, because the Space Guild, are super mad. Space Guild doesn't know crap, or at least they haven't told me.
Yeah, she'll say one.
I'm going to be dipping to the War Master to let him know that there's a second person involved at the minimum.
One person, you say?
Just
me. One leaving.
Just me.
I assume you're operating under Ken Lee?
Correct.
Good, so none of my employees are going to be hurt, or my coworkers. Great. Now, as a courtesy, professional to professional, do I have to see about House Masarrah's account being closed? Or is that not something I need to worry about?
I'm not the account holder.
Do you have a means for me to communicate with them without compromising your Canley, of course? I do have my standards, after all.
She'll think. I do not know that you would want to.
Unfortunately, I'm an envoy. It is my duty to do so. I'm paid relatively well to do such things, as you are compensated for doing the remarkable things you do.
So, just so I'm clear, you're trying to get her to give up who hired her.
Yeah, I'm just being very roundabout about it.
Just making sure. That's why I had to clarify. The intermediary that hired me, as I said before, is here already. So if you can find them, perhaps you can find who I'm really working for. I'm gonna make a little checky check here. You can make a roll to read into what she's saying.
Truth and communicate under innuendo?
Yeah, that's good.
Truth. Oops, back. Which drive? Truth. Yes. How many dice? That many dice.
I also spent a threat, FYI.
I will spend a momentum to catch up with you. Actually, keep that momentum. I'm actually going to invoke the drive statement, what one wishes were true is seldom so. I get the feeling the answer I'm getting is going to be complicated and annoying, not clean cut and easy for me to handle. I want it to be easy for me to handle, but it's probably not going to be.
Thanks, Vampire Fights. You want it to be easy.
Oh, shit.
She's gonna feed you an easy answer, yeah.
Yeah, no, the statement doesn't make sense then. I'll give you that momentum.
Okay.
I'll give it to you by a die. Do I have any other way to poke at her? No, I do not.
For those of you watching that don't know how the system works, you have to combine the number of your drive and the number of your skill to get a target number, which you have to be under. You got 4 successes to my 3. So yeah, you see that she's trying to pass something off here. She's possibly not telling you the truth.
I will take out a memcorder and hold it up so she can see it.
Mm.
And I'm gonna go behind her where her hands are, because I assume she's bound and
Yeah, she's
like with her
tied.
hands around her. Just scratch it in there. I'll read it and destroy the cube when I'm done. Spacer's promise. And I'll place it in her hand.
Spacer's promise. She'll look at you. She does not trust you. So you want her to put the real person, huh?
Yep. I'm willing to communicate the fact that I am literally going to do exactly what I said, because I am a fair-minded individual. I'm shooting straight with her right now. I wasn't shooting straight with her earlier, but I am shooting straight with her right now. I'm not going to have her have a written confession, because I'm not a spy
She
master.
will write down something.
Okay. Eat. Oh, that's rude. No.
Suck it.
Degeneration. No.
I take it you read it, huh?
Yep. I take it now.
The word Ruckter will pop up over your eyes, and that is one of your rival houses.
I place the cube on the ground and stomp the ever hell out of it.
What about me?
Well, I think you and I need to go on a orbital trip for you to leave. I think you're done. I think your work's done for the day. And I think you should let your compatriots continue their work, and your price of leaving this planet will be you cutting out, leaving your work to others. And I'll ensure you get to leave and continue your work elsewhere.
I have your word.
You have the word of Kesty York, which weighs far heavier than you would think.
She'll shrug and sit back in her chair, waiting. She looks kind of resigned. But yeah. What are you doing? Tristan?
I'm running to War Masters. However I get there, right? I guess the quickest way is to run or walk swiftly. I'm not trying to draw all the attention, but I'm gonna find him and be like, "Hey, the person who hired that assassin is on premise, apparently. Currently interrogating the spy. Assassin. Once I return, we should have it. I'm going to go fetch a machine in case we need to root around in her mind post-mortem. But I thought I should bring this to your attention."
We haven't let up any of our security measures. The shuttles are still under guard. Everyone is still under watch. We need to follow the money. Someone needs to check the finances, and that's over my pay grade.
Very well. Just wanted to make you aware that there was an accomplice to the assassin on board.
Security won't let down, and we still have guards on the air upstairs.
Very well. And then I'll swing back by the medical area and grab my buddy and his machine, and let's come on back to my room.
I am going to let me speak to this person. Let me speak to her before the two of you blow any chances we have.
Well, all subterfuge, my friend. Very well.
Yeah, you talked to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk with two of my Crimson Guards, right? The other two are still with the guy. So we look really cool coming down the hallway. That's all I'm saying. There's two Crimson Guards. They've got silver spears. I've got this crimson and silver armor with this big silver cape. I got this big scar on my face. The hallway's too big. The steps are echoing. It's really cool. There's a spy master, like, hunched over, following us behind us like a spooky Igor type of monster. I don't know.
He looks kind of like Liam O'Brien.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I like that. Except with a hunchback, right? And a brown
Nope.
cloak.
And lots of drool, like all the time.
When you described your quarters, did you say there was a bell in there that you rang all the time?
Bells.
Okay, so we're walking down the hallway, and Quasimodo is not with me. Instead, it's a Liam O'Brien-like spy master. And I walk into the interrogation room and look at York and look at the door in a commanding sort of way.
I'm sorry, War Master. That's one of my passengers. I'm ensuring she gets to the shuttle appropriately. Spacer Guild business.
I'd like to speak to this passenger for only a moment.
Oh, feel free. I gesture and step back a little bit.
I'm going to look at you and look at her, and then walk over to her and lean down to her ear, and I'm going to make a deceit check.
Okay.
I know what you did last.
Justice. All right. Using a focus deceit, yes. So I rolled a 3 in success, and I'm going to lean down to her and say, I have the money, but you have to tell me who I need to leave it with so it stays safe for you.
She'll look at you. So you're trying to imply that you're the person
I'm trying to imply that I am trying to make sure she doesn't get caught. I'm middleman for money, and I need to know who she trusts for me to stash it with. Who should I give your money to? Who do you trust?
I'm gonna spend a threat. She
Can I
Yeah.
spend a momentum to buy a communication test die? Can I use this skill? Really, is what I'm asking. If I do the thing,
Subtle words.
yes. When I attempt a communicate test and I buy one or more dice spending momentum, I can create a new trait for free on the character I've spoken to.
You're not supposed to do it after the fact. But it's okay. I didn't roll good. So just FYI. She like bites her tongue. She seems nervous for the first time, looking at you. What do you mean pay? She's like, there is no one. She'll give up the ruse. She'll lose heart. That'll be what her failed roll will be. I was just trying to divert your attention.
From what?
To make you think that you had someone among you. I'm just here to sow discord. That is all.
I'll step out into the
I acted
hallway.
alone. Yeah.
I'll leave the door open and look at the spy master and you should hire her and walk away.
Be pushing in this little murder cart thing with whoever runs it, whoever operates it. Hello.
Good spy master.
Oh, wow, look at all the conversation you've had. You've made some new friends.
Bit of guild business I need to speak with you about.
Oh, as a fellow guild member, do tell.
Not with the operator in the room, and I give a pointed look and gesture for the machine operator to leave.
Megan will
yes,
bow
go.
out and leave.
Thank you. Go grab yourself a tea sandwich in the next room. They're delightful.
I am hungry, he'll say. Still kind of partially covered in gore. Yeah, he'll go down the hall.
How he doesn't stain the carpets everywhere he goes, I don't know.
He's a master of his craft.
This is why there's servants everywhere. Anyway,
They're just cleaning up after him.
I have offered the services of the guilds to ensure this person's passage off-world for their cooperation in guild matters. I've been informed of a certain client that will be using our services in the near future, and I would request that although house matters are involved, I think guild matters may have precedent here. But don't worry, I'll be sure to file the appropriate paperwork to ensure that you get your appropriate cut. I'm innuendoing a message at you. So I don't know if you want me to roll to deceive the lady or not.
So you are trying to trick her.
Yeah, I am trying to slip a message to him in front of her.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and do that.
We don't have momentum left, do we? I don't think we do.
You have one now.
I will grab it.
The vampire gave you guys one.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks, vampire.
Appreciate it. Truth in the sake that I'm actually trying to bend the truth the other way around.
No, that's fair.
The other side of truth. Da, 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 da. Please roll good again. Innuendo. That's good.
Yeah, 3 successes.
She watches you guys talk, but, you know. So, what... Okay, so yeah, you talk to him without her noticing, essentially.
I have vital intelligence that I'm going to write to you. Let me take her to the orbital. She needs to leave.
I am going to act extremely frustrated and short tempered. Today seems to be your lucky day. You didn't have a ship to travel on. Perhaps you'd have a place in my employ. It is possible we'll run into each other again. Good day, assassin. And then I'll hurriedly push my cart out, huffy puffy.
Spymaster Keys. Oh, never mind. Come along. And I'll haul her to her feet.
Yeah. Untie her. All of that monologue I was riffing on her, I'll be untying her.
Yeah.
Where are you going to take her?
I'm going to take her to my orbital shuttle.
And what's your plan?
I'm going to get her sit down, feed her some food, show her the wine list, let her know that once we're clear for the next Highliner, I'll be getting out of here. But I have to clear my flight plan before I leave, so the other spacers don't get spooked by what I'm doing. Okay. And then I'm gonna leave her. I'm gonna leave her locked in the orbital shuttle and head to my office. And I'm going to write a message to be handed in the. Oh, do I trust the page with this nonsense?
I don't know.
I trust guild people. So I am going to scribble a single name into a mem quarter and walk off to where the spy master is after I hammer down where he is.
Yeah, it's not a problem.
And then I go, the name, I'm heading into orbit. I just flick it at him like I'm trying to play up that this is casual, not holy crap, I have vital intel.
Yeah.
Like, no, just a thing. Don't worry about it. Off I go. Bye.
And what name did you give him?
The name she gave me.
Oh, okay. So you're now clued in that she claims to be working for one of your rival houses. Not the one that is a house under the same house as you, but a different rival house.
Is my nose drugs still working?
What a sentence.
It hasn't been that long. I guess they could be.
I'm gonna go, ease over where that house is to check in on them and see if they got that stank on them.
Oh, no, the house is, like, really far away.
Oh, there's no one here attending from that house?
No. They would not be welcome.
The ruler was here.
Yeah, your other rival house, like, they are your rivals, and they don't like you, and you guys might stab at each other in the dark. But publicly, you work for the same people. But this house, publicly, they work for your enemy.
Is this house the rival house that I know of when they're going to attack us?
If you want, you can choose either one. I would allow.
No, I'll let that pick be yours, DM.
Oh, well, then you'll probably be more keyed in to House Dewin. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we picked that one on purpose for some reason. Okay,
yeah, House Dewin, they inhabit a moon nearby.
That's who Orloff was with.
That's who Orloff was with.
That's why I made Orloff poop his pants.
Yeah.
Those guys are jerks.
Correct.
I'm going to head down to the Warmaster and let him know who, with our best current intelligence, who committed this treasonous act.
Okay. Go tell
This
him.
time I'm close by.
I have the cube, right, with the name on it, too. I'll just hand it to him, just to keep it a little bit quieter.
A bloopity doop. I'll bloop the cube into my bloop brain eyes.
House Richter.
I hate the cube, and that's not how it works.
Yeah, you know House Richter. House Richter is a military house under the House Rechis.
With that information, I'm trained in house politics.
Yes.
Can I start piecing together who was likely behind this? Like, which of them?
Like, which of House Rector?
Yes.
Like, which specific person?
Yes.
I mean, it could have been...
knowledge of the House politics, I mean, it's not going to be some of them, and it might be some of them, like playing Guess Who.
Yeah, it could have
Can
been
I,
any of
like,
them.
scratch off
really.
which ones it aren't?
I mean, honestly, they're all suspects. If I'm being, it's not really... none of them are exempt from attacking you. Any of them would. Yeah, the entire House Rector hates you publicly.
The question I might suggest, because they hate us, but
They
I
do
don't
hate
think
you.
risen to the level of Can Lee. That's a very specific formal
Yeah.
thing you do.
They're one underneath that.
Like, because Can Lee's expensive. You're not just getting us to do this. You're getting a specialized cadre of assassins to hunt people down. Although we're Can Lee too, but it's like, yeah, there's another. You want us to just shoot a guy, or do you want them to just die in Act 3 because a tomato was thrown at them?
I believe there are two motives at stake here. I still believe there's a second assassin who seeks a high-profile target, even though we've been told otherwise. Secondly, I believe someone here is behind the finances of this operation. So we have two reasons to separate these people, and we know it's the House that hates us. Should we act on it? They obviously want to sow discord here. They want this to be public. They want everyone to know that on our watch, while the dignitary's here, there were murders. So this information will not get out.
Or we do what they're doing, and sow a little discord of our own. Olaf's no longer with us to defend himself. Let's say we pin this entire thing on him.
Exactly what I was thinking. A good way to bring this all to a quiet close.
Agreed. Let's pull some strings and bribe some witnesses and have this wrapped up before breakfast.
So your plan is to turn this on the now dead Orloff, as if he got tied up in this plot and was summarily killed himself.
Oh boy, didn't everyone witness him leave the party early?
They did.
Spy Master!
Hopefully no one saw you poison
don't-
him.
I don't mean to tell you how to do your job, Spy Master, but perhaps you should spend this time fabricating more evidence.
Oh, he's on it. Already going around doing all that.
If you need my statement, I clearly saw him leave in the middle of the buffet.
That is going to be a roll to fabricate
I-
this evidence. To
I
subvert
am
this plot.
going to use my forgery tool asset. And I'm going to make some official fucking documents of people who have come and already run through every single bit of this. It's going to look like there has already been a top-level investigation into every single piece of this that there could have been done, and those are legit. Splaggow!
So you're going to forge an investigation?
Whatever it is I need to have forged to make it look like this is all part of it. Oh, I'm going to do the investigation, and obviously he was part of this killing. We're going to get in on it and investigate. We're going to forge up some fucking documents of him in cahoots with this assassin. We're going to forge up some manifests of him trying to illegally smuggle some cargo. That's actually cargo I fucking smuggled, and we'll go ahead and commandeer. Man, I am putting this dude to the fucking bricks.
Let's see how this goes. All right. So, you're using an asset. I decided you guys all have 3 assets, right, that you started with. Mm-hmm. So as far as quality goes, I will allow you each a 3, 2, and a 1. Assign those where you will. You can have one really good thing, one pretty good thing, and one okay thing. And that number will contribute to your roll. So figure that out.
2, 1. Well, exactly how that's divided.
I feel like that,
Yes, so
that's
did
pretty
I.
fair.
Yep.
That is,
I
yeah.
think it should all be 3. No.
He won 3!
Should be 5, 4, 3. No.
I thought 4 was the highest.
So think that I read that, but I don't. I wouldn't bet my life on it. Oh man, I drink all my water. You guys ever had that problem?
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Yep.
the time. Give me a that roll to forge that stuff there, Mr. Tres Leches.
Right. What do I roll that under? Deceit.
Yeah, definitely deceit.
Hit him with the Mr. Three Creams.
Yeah, I hit him with the Mr. Three Creams. Yeah.
I do love me a good trace like chase. What is this? Hour.
At this point, the play has ended, and people are now in the Sultan Suite.
How many dice is this?
It's only 2 unless you add to it.
Oh, I just didn't know if it mattered with my level 3.
No, that's going to add to your target number.
Gotcha. A 9 and a 10.
2 successes. Not bad. So yeah, you fabricate a bunch of stuff with your forgery tools. You do have a whole paper trail now that would take some checking to realize was fake. But yeah, and who are you going to present this to?
I'm going to present this to everyone when we out him for this atrocity of disrespect to our house and all the houses in attendance. It's exactly the type of thing we would expect from this house, and things that we've seen them do in the past, no less. And here they're so brazen enough to do it in front of our leader.
A great speech, but maybe we'll let someone besides our spy master deliver it.
That's what I'm telling someone else to say.
So who's doing the deed here?
Where's
I don't know,
the
who's our
advisor?
community-
Yeah, the
HR?
advisor or the counselor. One of those people.
The advisor is Castor. He can be around. The
Yeah, that
counselor
seems-
has his own name.
Those seem like the right people to handle this part.
Here you go, Castor.
To be the
Say this
mouthpiece
to
of your.
speech.
We did all the.
I've
you
had
guys
a
did all the
long
legwork.
day. And a long day, my hip is killing me, and I am famished.
Yeah, Castor will agree to. So, what exactly? I'm a little. I'm not exactly. What you want him to tell everyone that Orloff did all of this? What do you want him to say about why Orloff is dead, and where is Orloff's body?
Oh, because he got into it with the
He got into
assassin.
the
He hired
assassin.
everybody.
Okay, I just want to make sure I have it all straight here.
Oh, it is cleaned up and a pretty nice boat.
It is. You guys kind of self-contained it, which is funny. Would you like me to spend a momentum for this roll?
Please.
Okay.
Oh, for Castor. I was like,
Yeah.
what? You're spending our momentum for your rolls. You already used your threats, DM.
Would you like me to gain any threat in order to raise this roll?
Ooh, that's like reckless attack, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh, what's your threat count? 0?
0.
No,
order-
we'd have to give him 2 threat to get an extra die.
Yes.
Nah, we already have.
Nah.
Just use the
All right, so you guys are at 3.
smiling. That's not good.
He rolled okay. But there is, shall we say, a complication.
Looks clear.
So Castor will explain. Who do you want him to tell this to? Because right now the people of import here are the heir of Vernius, Leto Artrides, your own house leader as well. And then also there's the Chome representative and the representative from the Spacing Guild, Michael. Do you want him to just tell everybody in this party?
I mean, as far as diplomacy goes, wouldn't he know more about how to do that? We absolutely want that house to eat shit.
Yeah.
Right. So
He's got public
why not?
accused.
Yeah. Can we run a press conference and let this out?
Ding, 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 ding.
You can. It sounds like something.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Stag.
Oh, I want to say thanks also for the follow, Stag.
Oh, thanks for that follow, Stag.
But yeah, so yeah, you're not wrong. It does sound like something your house would do. Your house is literally a house of drama. So Caster will he'll stand up on top of like a half stage that's in that room just in case anyone needs to take a stage, because that's how you guys roll.
Yeah, someone always needs to take a stage.
Yeah, you know, he'll push like a bard off of the stage, like get out of here. I'm gonna give him a New Yorker accent now. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been brought to our attention that there has been murder. He'll do it like that. He does it dinner theater like murder mystery style. And he like starts listing off. At first we thought it was an outsider, but then we realized it was coming from within. And he'll at the end of all of this, he'll go on in this manner, kind of accusing people through innuendo. But finally, after everyone's been blamed a little bit for this, he will land on Orloff as the one who really did it. And everyone will kind of breathe a sigh of relief that they're no longer being implicated. And it'll kind of help them question it less.
Could be you.
Fortunately for you guys, I have no threat left to improve my bullshit meter rolls here. So
we did it.
Potentially. There are 3 people who need to believe this very much. So yes, you guys have been booned. So, thank you, Ninjax, for giving our friends some momentum here. They desperately need it.
And don't forget, everybody else who's watching, you can play along by booning us or by boosting the Game Master. So you can make us fail, make us win. We want you to feel like you can play here at Fresh Out the Box.
And you can make them lose momentum by dooming them. But
No!
you don't have to, though.
Shut it.
But yeah, so you guys go through this process. The evidence will be presented. Leto Atreides himself will take a look at this evidence. He'll look through it. Come on.
Yes, we got another boon, fellas. Let's make it happen. Whatever we need to do to make this happen, and tie it up, make us look so nice.
There you go. You got another momentum. Thank you, players. Came to watch randomly selected ttrpg while they work on a Force and Destiny campaign. Interesting.
I wanted to let them know that they succeeded. This is, in fact, a random TTRPG, so they have succeeded their quest today.
True. You have found us.
Okay, everybody. Now we're playing Shadowrun. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no! And then every roll we switch systems.
Oh God, what a game that would be.
Grab all of your books, and each one of us is playing a character from a different game.
We would never get anywhere. But yeah, so you guys kind of you feel like you've pulled this off. Leto Atreides will look at all this, the evidence, and be like, it looks legitimate.
That's the important person to convince right there.
Warren will give it a passing glance. He is the heir of House Vernius. He doesn't seem that interested, honestly. You say Orloff has attempted a coup here. We might have to have words with his house. Where is he? And Castor will continue to be like, he has been felled by the very assassin he sent. And that'll kind of be that coming out there. What has become of this assassin?
That assassin is, well, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But I was gonna say that my
you can
intent-
speak through Caster. You can kind of tell me what to say.
well,
I don't want to. I don't want to speak for your ruse here.
York basically, once all this was happening, he went back to his orbital and he followed through, assuming she's still aboard, and didn't pick her way out. And he took off to take her to a Highliner to negotiate her retreat, and also negotiate with her along the way. You owe me in particular for this, because this is my shuttle.
She'll still be there.
Yep. So the story is like, oh, she managed to escape to a Highliner. Oh no! How crafty.
Warren will say, "How inconvenient." This raises Atreides' notice a bit. He gives you all. He gives anyone there a questioning stare, including Caster, especially Caster. Escaped, huh? How convenient, he'll say. Interesting. He doesn't seem particularly perturbed or anything. He just seems like something might be up. But he'll kind of shrug it off. Meh. As long as the danger has passed, we can continue on with our negotiations. I must secure full passage from my house to Arrakis. But yeah, anyone else have anything to add to that? Anybody? It seems like it went off. Seems like it went well.
I'm not there. I am enjoying these cucumber sandwiches in the next room. Little charcuterie board, some wine. That's a hard day's work put in there.
I'll allow the other guy to come out of the suite now and join the party.
Gotcha. I was having him already had been there. Whoops.
Oh, no, it's okay. He's coming now.
Okay. Well, then he'll do all of his stuff now. Wow, it sounds like I missed all the excitement. He'll yawn.
I am.
That was the intention, my liege.
I'm going to return to my office to wrap up a little paperwork. And once I'm there, I'm going to tap into one of my spies that I have out in the Space Guild and have him follow where she gets taken to and keep tabs on her.
You will have somebody on this Highliner that was secured, keeping some tabs out.
There is a package. No need to contain it yet. Just travel with it.
They'll agree, and then that'll be working behind the scenes.
Tread carefully.
Highliner.
They'll bow out and dip out. Cucumber sandwiches, very nice.
Damn, I'm good.
What
Pickles.
What about you, York? Now that you've secured all of that,
I'm basically going to try to create an asset out of her on the flight up to the Highliner. And once she's settled in and her account is settled with the Highliner, I'll head back to the moon. That's my intention.
You can add an asset, Assassin's Favor.
Assassins. That's the wrong thing, friend. Click this one. There you go. That's how computers work.
I feel like that's an applicable asset.
Assassin's Favor. Keyword. Assassin. Favor.
Let's see. Let's make this more interesting. Thomas, Tristane, Soren will show up eventually.
Oh, hello.
Do you? She is going to, I guess, pursue you.
Well, it has been a long day, and you are a sight for sore eyes.
Shucks. No, I'm just kidding.
Perhaps we can do some relaxation and a bit of negotiation over this wine.
You guys will intertwine, as it were. I'll have that be. I had to make that come to fruition. Hey, hey, away. All right. There's some. One of the pages is watching through the window. Like,
And that was definitely with the intent of furthering both of our relationships.
yeah, that's what I took it as. You guys have lost a momentum due to no giggity giggity.
And Jax, I cannot help that. I was just trying to pull an innuendo, and the rolls were so high it happened. I can't help it. Tristan is just so damn charismatic.
No, yeah, Soren's a good person to befriend.
Are we not doing phrasing? Sorry.
Oh no, what did I say?
No, nothing. Don't
To
worry.
befriend?
Yeah, they're
say that
befriending
anymore.
each other.
Befriending each other all night. What about you, War Master?
I think I'm in like a waterfall hot tub.
Yeah.
You're gonna go relax finally?
Mm-hmm.
Like shirtless, scarred, but the gauntlet's still on.
Mm-hmm.
The money shot.
It's crashing down, but it's like a hot spring, so there's
Like
steam
all of
coming
those.
across. And you can see like your
absolutely
rock
see it.
garden to the side of you.
Absolutely. Yeah, you get it. You get exactly what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
I
Hell
get it.
yeah. You're talking about space Guan Yu right now.
You talk about black rocks. You talk about white rocks. You talk about they are combed into place. You talk about there's a halberd on the wall that's got a green dragon going up it right now.
You got one of those little water things.
Ooh, ooh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Pink.
Yep.
Oh.
I like sit up out of the hot tub and slap my back with some fucking eucalyptus branches and then get back in.
Nice. I mean, there's somebody that could slap your back with eucalyptus leaves if you want.
Yeah, someone behind you doing it. And does anyone else like pop up out of the water next to you?
No, just me, and then it's just this giant silent room, and then the 4 elite guards are standing in the corners very far away. In a very strange, ritualistic kind of way.
They're chanting.
Go ahead, take a shot at War Master Masarrah. See what happens.
You know, you said that we got to pick a 3, 2, and a 1. I put my 3 in my elite guard, so come on now.
I figured you would. Yeah. Yeah, no, they'll guard you as you finally bathe and relax a little bit at ease after uncovering most of this plot. But you do have enemies. They have reared their head today. What are you doing? Anything to prepare for the future?
Actually, yes. I am getting ready to counterattack House that attacked us with the assassin.
House Rector.
Rector. I was
Rector.
like, is it Vector? Rector. Yes, I'm getting. I will be attacking House Rector immediately, and killing one of their head members of their household.
That's what you want to do. So you're gonna need to secure passage to attack them via the Spacing Guild.
This is a tactic I'm going to work on throughout the night before I pull the trigger on it.
Okay.
One of the things that my character does in my mind, one of the things I'm known for, is being overly ruthless. Where most people would have a fair war, I'm the type of guy who would go and kill the heir before you even declare war, and just have you backstabbed and disarrayed and that kind of horrible general.
Yeah. No, yeah, the house, so House Rector is, their focus is military. They are a high military house. They work...
We're gonna sneak in and kill somebody, not attack them on an open battlefield.
I'll use my priority boarding perk to secure ships for us to dip in.
Do you guys want to do that right now? Is that what the plan is?
I don't know.
Absolutely
right
not.
now.
Tristan Kane is getting lane. He will do that in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are making your plans to attack House Rector. And who are you going to attack them with, War Master?
With a small squad of elite soldiers.
Is it going to be you and your Crimson Guard?
I believe it is, unless the Swordmaster wants to join us.
Is this a secondary character creation opportunity for next week? Are we about to make SEAL Team 6?
Yeah, I mean, well, Laura's gonna be here, so we might end up doing something different. But yeah. I mean, if you guys want to make some Crimson Guard, I'm not opposed to it.
It looks like there are people trying to spread word that they're actually called House Rectum.
You know,
Well, that's just rude.
I had heard that before.
They
Doesn't sound very-
chat. It might not work. They're definitely not going to rename their house. I don't want to have to design that house sigil.
Shitting himself didn't help.
Neither do I.
But
I don't think you have to design that house until it designs itself.
No. No.
I can have you a design in about 30 seconds. Let me get my phone.
It's just a brown starfish.
nice. Well said. But yeah, so you guys will be getting ready to launch your counterattack as soon as you can. No one attacks House Masarrah or its allies without feeling its wrath.
Work is never done.
As you draw up these plans and get ready, you guys have the rest of the night. You have this party, and you have this meeting with Leader Treaties to finalize all the deals tomorrow morning. Before any of that can happen, we're going to have to go ahead and call it for this week.
Mm-hmm.
You guys did wrap that up a little neater than I was expecting. So good on you.
Great stuff on the Spy Master.
Not in our house, man.
We also had some pretty clutch rolls. There are
You guys,
some rolls
you guys
that
had
we
really
needed.
good rolls.
We needed to hit certain rolls. If we whiffed that, if we had nothing but whiffs and complication, that's when the DM just dunks on us hard. And it's like there's not a whole lot we can do.
That momentum, oof, that was a battle.
Yeah, that fight that went back and forth was
Yep,
crazy.
I was nervous. I was like, she's about to dip and we're gonna fucking lose her.
Well, I thought when you first hit her, I thought it's like, oh, she's just a mook. It's just gonna be one hit and done. And then it's like, oh no, you keep fighting. And then I'm remembering the rules. Go, oh crap.
Yeah,
She's a major character. She actually has to beat her in a long fight.
She's not just a mook, yeah. She was a pretty skilled assassin.
I thought I would slap that fight because my battle is so high and my other stuff so high. I thought it was going to be an easy win. But this game's combat is cool. It really does just flow straight narratively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just back and forth and very narrative driven.
And definitely, that was a fight. The two of you for battle and assassin and stuff. It's like that was something. That's a fight my guy would die in. It's like, nope, I'm going to lose almost all these rolls, and I have no focuses, no talents in that direction. I'm just going to get stabbed. So it's like, nope, that's not what the envoy's for.
So I hope
Johan, do you want to pitch anything about this week? About anything?
this week, tomorrow we have The Expanse using the age system from Green Ronin Publishing. It's bundles.
Because you have to drink so much?
Thirst age, yeah. No, it's because it's a thirst trap. Because I don't wear a shirt. But yeah. So you can. Oh wow! Thanks for the subscription, Ninjax.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, tune in tomorrow for a chance to win one of our player or game master bundles for The Expanse. That's free TTRPG books, just FYI. And then also, this Friday is our session 1 of our bi-weekly Modern Age game using the same system, but in a world, a multiverse even, of parallel dimensions. There shall be some trans-dimensional travel and some Whovian nonsense mixed with a little bit of TVA from Loki. It should be a really good time. We have Mr. Kapow joining us from the Twitch stream of the same name, Mr. Kapow. We're very lucky to have him. And our friend Robert Wallace as well will be joining us. And so that should be a good time had by all. And I do believe we'll be able to have a giveaway that day of Modern Age stuff as well.
Dude is like Captain America. He's just so nice and big and strong.
Yes,
Funny
he
that you
would
say that.
be a good Captain America.
My character in that game is like bad guy Captain America, and I think I did it because
Robert is Captain America.
yeah, just like you can't help but think about Captain America when he's in the room.
Of
Yeah, I
all of
agree.
my friends, I feel like he's the most likely to be able to wield Mjolnir. So
Oh, dude, he could be Black Thor. That'd be
he could
awesome.
be. He could be
Man.
Black Thor.
I would watch Robert be Black Thor. I'm not.
I would watch that movie. That'd be good. So yeah, Marvel, hire our friend to be Thor.
Go into like full dreads when he made the transformation.
He's already growing his dreads out.
Oh, that's right. I haven't seen him in a while.
He's been growing his dreads out for like 6 months now.
I'm glad you enjoyed listening to it while you work on your campaign, Homestag. And yes, Saturday is our podcast. We're going to be doing only one episode this weekend because we're going to be filming again the following weekend, so we can actually talk about Dune the movie next Saturday. This Saturday we'll be talking about lots of other stuff like games, movies, streaming, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's it for us. What about you, Corbinian? What you got going on?
On this Saturday at 1:30 Eastern, there'll be another episode of Star Trek Klingon Adventures, where apparently two of my players are about to murder each other. It's a bit of a long story, but yeah, they have a reason to murder each other. So there'll be more of that.
They are Klingons, so it's not totally unheard of.
It is. They're like, oh no, is this okay? I'm like, you're Klingons. It's totally okay. Yeah, that's what's going on with me here on Twitch at Corbinian.
Thomas, did you? Oh, actually, you can follow Corbinian now. There's a dynamic.
Yeah, there's a
follow
dynamic follow button down below. It should be like a little green heart. You can click there. You can follow Corbin. You can follow our future cast member Laura as well, who will be joining us next week. And so, yes. What about you, Thomas?
Man, I don't think I have anything going on right now, really. Just making some art and making some voiceover stuff, but nothing super exciting. I got some auditions on TikTok that come out on Friday.
Ooh,
That's
nice.
about it.
Hey, Thomas, did you know that you have art in the Whataburger Hall of Fame?
Oh, yeah, I do. I have 2 pieces in the Whataburger Art Hall of Fame.
Did you know that that's a fast food restaurant Hall of Fame for art?
I did, yeah. You can check them out on Instagram at the Whataburger Museum of Art.
You don't have
Yes.
Whataburger, do you, Corbinian?
No.
No, no.
All those
Tasty
trans
burger.
bats would be banned in his fucking country. You can't. they
It's
they
the
won't let their
best.
people eat that poison. Are you kidding me?
I
Only
might
in
go
Alberta.
get some Whataburger after this.
Oh
Whataburger.
wow. Did they sponsor our channel now?
Yeah, totally. Why not?
Fuck
I
yeah.
can send
we're-
an email and see if they're interested.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, thank you.
That never occurred to me to ask.
Thank you so much for watching. Follow us here. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us at Fresh Out the Box. Follow me at RockFact. Follow us at Fresh Out the Podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Follow Gary.
me at Casualty CDG on Twitter, and also I'm always here Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Follow Corbinian at Electric Met CHSR. And then
Follow me at Thomas Avenger
And at Thomas
on
Avenger.
everything. And everything, baby.
everyone have a good night, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you for spending the evening with us.
Fresh out the box.